Hi, this is Lisa Rangel with Chameleon Resumes, the premier executive resume writing company, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about how to reach out to a hiring manager on LinkedIn. I get this question a lot, like how do you reach out to people you don't know? How do you reach out to a hiring manager that's in charge of a job? Or how to reach out to a recruiter. And I'm going to give you, a basic formula that you can use in writing a brief, succinct email to somebody, an e-note for that matter, whether it's via LinkedIn messaging, whether it's via email, whether you do it on another social media platform, even though I know we're talking about LinkedIn here. You can use this formula in any way, in any platform for the most part, because the key is it's not a cover letter. It's really just reaching out with somebody to network and to LinkedIn. So you want it to be short. So I'm going to give you a 4-step process that you can use to reach out to hiring manager, to a recruiter, to someone you want to network with on LinkedIn. So the first is, and this, it's amazing that I have to say this, but read their profile. First thing you want to do after you do a search based on the type of person you want to network with, and you have a list before you, the first person you're going to go reach out to, make sure you read their profile. I can't tell you how many times I get an email from somebody or a LinkedIn message or a request to connect, and I can tell they have not read my profile. So that alone, no matter how well written it is, if I know they haven't done even like that little bit of iota of a research moment there where they've read even the summary or my tagline, it's kind of already puts me at a place of being disinterested. So make sure you read their profile because it'll help you with these next 3 steps. The second step is, immediately after you, start, your salutation, say how you came to stumble upon their information or how you came to know them. It sometimes is through an introduction. Sometimes it's, through a mutual friend. Sometimes it's through a mutual connection that you have, even if that connection did not make an introduction. It could be through some research. It could be an article that you liked of theirs. It can be some of the work that you see the company doing, and based on their title, you imagine they may be the person that's leading it. State very briefly how you came to end up in their LinkedIn message box or their inbox, because it does put people at ease when they know how you're coming to be in their inbox, especially when it's unsolicited. The third point to the how to reach out to a hiring manager or a recruiter on LinkedIn is when you're writing the next piece or the next sentence even, look for a point of leverage that you can write about in their profile. You want to make sure that, you're piquing their interest as to why you're reaching out. And it's not, you don't want to necessarily overtly put out there that you're looking for a job, but you want to say like, you have some interest in a specific group based on what you've learned and read about the different group and or the initiatives that they're doing. Or, there might be a specific expertise that you have that you would think their company would have an interest in, and based on your research. So again, look for a point of leverage as to why you're looking to make the connection, and then end it with a simple request for a conversation. You can even say like 10 to 15 minutes. I promise to not take a lot of your time. I know you're very busy. And then you can do one of 2 things or both. I offer people a link to my schedule, or I say if it's easier for you to offer me your schedule or your options, feel free to send those to me and I can sign up for a time through your schedule options. So, because sometimes it is easier for people just to sign up through your schedule link. Although some people take it as presumptuous, like, you're asking for their time and now you want them to sign up on your link. But you never know how somebody's going to take it. So I tend to offer both. Like, here's my link if this is easier for you, but if it's easier for me to sign up on your link for you, then give me your link and I'll be happy to do that. So, just give them an option to make it easy to connect with you and schedule that time with you. So those are the 4 steps that I find in writing a note to network with someone who you don't know. And again, I find that works well on LinkedIn, as well as regular email, as well as other social media platforms. But this is obviously what I suggest to do on LinkedIn. And if you'd like to learn more about how to be effective on LinkedIn, starting with your profile, and how to be more visible on LinkedIn, and you can use this 4-step note in this session that I'm going to offer. We are doing a free how to write your LinkedIn profile to land a 6-figure job interview. We're doing that session. If you sign up through the link below there, you'll be able to sign up for our next session. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at lr@chameleonresumes.com or put a comment below. I read and reply to every email. If you liked this video, feel free to like it. If you find that you know somebody who can benefit from the information, be sure to share it. And I thank you for that. And if you haven't yet already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on next week's video. So hope to see you on the free training session, and thank you so much for joining me today. Take care.